Now let's start the question number 6 of 2026 January P2. Okay, here what they have asked is to prove this with the first one. So let's try to grab the information. So they are telling P and Q are consecutive odd numbers. So that's a piece of important information, that they are close by consecutive. Consecutive means two close odd numbers, and P will be greater than Q and everything will be greater than 0, so both are positives. So then what we have to prove is this is a multiple of 8. So what is the meaning of the multiple of 8? Means this at the end can be written as 8 times a constant. We usually write it with symbol K, so it should be a 8 times a any integer we can, it can be anything. Okay, now before Roman number 2, let's go with Roman number 1. So now they're talking about odd numbers. So we know if it's an odd number, for even numbers, we call it, there are two multiples, so we have it 2n. So for odd numbers, what we can go for is, we can either go from 2n plus 1 or we can go with 2n minus 1. So if you take take a one scenario, if the n is 5, what we have is 2 times 5 plus 1, and this is 2 times 5 minus 1, which is 11, and this is 9. So we can see these two are two consecutive odd numbers. Okay, this is just an example to show that they are consecutive. And we also know P is greater than Q, so I'll take P as the 2n plus 1 and Q as the 2n minus 1. Okay. Now they are asking this expression. What I have to show is this expression. So P squared minus Q squared. So that means 2n plus 1 square minus 2n minus 1 squared. Yeah, now let's do the expansion. So as it's a known thing, so the expansion of this is 4n squared plus 4n plus 1 and minus 4n squared minus 4n plus 1. So what we have is, okay, this is at the end 4n squared plus 4n plus 1 minus 4n squared plus 4n minus 1. So what we can see, this and this will cut off, this and this will cut off. So what we have at the end is 8n. Yeah, so we know, once we got here, we know n is an integer, so that will make our life easy. So given that n is an integer, we can say this is P squared minus Q squared equals 8 times K. So it is a multiple of 8. So this kind of questions are very easy. It's just that you have to get your manipulations, like if they are talking about odd numbers, so you have to do your substitution. So if we go through quickly how we get there was, we got what our P is, then we got what our this expression is. So this is how we do. So this is our A part. Okay, now let's see the B section. In the B section, what they are asking is, they are asking us to prove that this curve doesn't have stationary points. Okay, what is a stationary points? How to get a curve stationary point is, stationary points are taken with the dy over dx. Okay, so we know when we get, if we write stationary points occurs with being dy over dx equals 0. So this is our rule. So let's get the dy over dx of this. So if we prove that the dy over dx is do not have real solutions, we can say, okay, yeah, the stationary points are not available. So let's see. We get the dy over dx of this expression, which is, we know to do the dy over dx we have a common formula. So how do we do that is, so whenever you have x to the power n, dy over dx would be, we take the n to the front and x n minus 1. So this is our dy over dx common expression. So similarly, what we can take is, let's go back to our question. Now it says x to the power 3, so it should be 3 and x 3 minus 1 power. The 12 is already there, and the 2 comes here to the front. 2 x to the power 2 minus 1 plus 49 is there times 1. So it's, if you don't see, it's like this, power x to the power 1. So 1 into x to the power 1 minus 0. And we know when you get a constant, so if I see 2, so 2 can be written as 2 times x to the power 0. When you get it, 2 become 0. So when you are multiplying this by a 0 number and this becomes a negative, so this answer will be 0. So constant is not included in the final answer. So if we quickly write, this is 3x squared plus 24x plus 49, because we know 1 minus 1 is going to be 0. So x, anything to the power 0 is 1. Okay, now this is my dy over dx. So for this expressions, what I'm going to do now is, I'm going to show, okay, this is a quadratic equation. For this quadratic equation, what am I going to do is, I'm going to see, if I write it like a ax squared plus bx plus c format, my a is 3, b is 24, c is 49. So in this format, what I can do is, I can go with the discriminant method. There are a lot of methods that you can go for, but I'll go with discriminant since it's more neat. So for the discriminant, we know we can get it b squared minus 4ac. In our instance, it should be 24 squared minus 4 times 3 times 49. So this would give us negative 12. So what we can write is, since discriminant is less than 0, there are no real roots. So what we can say is, dy over dx equals 0 has no solutions, so no stationary points. So this is what we can write. No stationary points. Good. Yeah, this question is pretty easy. This is our proving of everything. So this is a kind of a easy 8 markers. Yeah, thank you.